What's up, everybody? Welcome into another edition of SEC After Dark. Welcome in. We are live. It is Thursday night. It is Thursday night, the final Thursday night in February. March.
A little too early for that, ain't it, Steve?
Yeah, it's been a while that I've done that.
Yeah.
God does dominate. She dominates all the time.
Every year.
Shout out to Becky. So, what's up, boys? It is SEC After Dark. Joining me, Mike Huseman, Off-Season After Dark, and a regular contributor on Locked On Vandy and Locked On Ole Miss. Speaking of Locked On Ole Miss, he's the most watched Ole Miss podcast in the world, and definitely the most watched Locked On Ole Miss podcast in the world, for sure. Yeah. He's going to have a doozy tomorrow. That's all I'm going to say. If you want, just pause the show and read the comments. And there's a fun little game I like to play with Steven's shows. Is I will pause the show, read the comments, and see if I can guess what he's talking about.
Oh God!
And then I'll play the show and see if I was right.
Yeah, maybe it's pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
Whenever it rolls, the comments are very much worth a look. It makes no sense. It's a whole lot of people telling me over and over that they don't care about my opinion about something. They're not fans of Ole Miss, and they don't realize that they're making me money by doing what they're doing. So I say, let them go.
At least this time around lately, you've had Ole Miss fans jumping in and defending you and having your back. That hasn't always been the case either. There's been some shows where the LSU fans have been running amok and no one's said anything to them. But now the Ole Miss fans are fighting back a little bit, so that's good to see.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, very, very entertaining. One half of Biscuits and SEC. Hammer himself is here. Jake Thomas, your double shot of Alabama. Jake the weatherman. Maybe one of your podcasts should be about weather.
Maybe. Yeah, everything what could be.
You know, can you imagine if we had a tornado chaser?
Oh yeah.
In our network.
God, Cassidy wants to chase tornadoes so much.
Good gosh.
I ain't no love. I mean, you are Luke Combs, so.
I mean, yes, that's true.
Love in Oklahoma.
And our
Oh,
resident Olin Mills photographer is having a surgical procedure tomorrow. So keep Jeb in your thoughts.
Yes.
It's nothing major. Nothing's expected to happen, but anytime that you do stuff like that, it is
absolutely. Yeah.
And Rick and Bonnie,
hey, Rick.
Our associate producer, Rick and Bonnie, has made.
Where's Boss Man at, Hammer?
I think he's working tonight.
I got you.
He's got the next couple weeks. He's pretty bogged down with work stuff.
I thought he was celebrating the gold medal.
He's going hard in the paint, man.
Yeah.
Hard in the paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, gold medal. Suck it, Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's making it his personal mission to let every Canadian know that they are second.
Speaking of which, one of the most unsurprising thing ever is that Austin Matthews, who is the captain of the U.S. hockey team, he is also the captain of the Toronto Maple Leafs. In the history of my life, I can't remember more than one or two times that the Leafs have actually made the playoffs. But the Toronto media wants Matthews to be stripped of his captaincy because he is not handling it correctly on and off the ice.
Yeah.
And the Canadian media also asked Connor McDavid out loud why he doesn't win anything. And Brady Tkachuk was asked to apologize for something that he had no control over. So they're going through a moment right now in Canada.
Big time.
Yeah, it sounds like it. They don't know who to be mad at. They're just like, we lost to the USA. It's not good.
The last time the Maple Leafs won the Stanley Cup was before we started playing Super Bowls, by the way, 1967.
And since we're talking about this, Steve, I know you probably seen it, and I've never watched it. I want to now, but I started reading up on Miracle on Ice. It's not this win wasn't as big as that, but the Miracle on Ice
wasn't close.
These guys were all pros.
Right. So I've got to watch Miracle Man. And because I was reading about
See,
that. That's
wait,
amazing.
Miracle is my favorite movie ever
Such a
made.
good movie.
Okay. I got to watch it.
You might
Yeah.
they might beat us 9, but not tonight.
Yeah.
Have
I
ever
saw
told
some
you guys-
video of
They
some
might beat us 9.
drunk dude at a bar standing up before this year's gold medal game, and he gave the Herb Brooks speech from Miracle.
I saw
Oh,
that.
wow.
He had the
For
suit
word.
on and everything.
Yeah, he had a suit on. He's like holding the beer at whatever
Fantastic.
6 a.m. And he's just
Yeah.
like,
It's fantastic. And the best part about that is the crash out that Canadian hockey fans had
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
after that game. And it was a legit crash out. They were talking about the overtime being 3-on-3, and they were talking about how they played better. They just lost the game. And at the end of the game, well, you still lost the game. There's no
Yeah.
way, there's no way to get around the fact. And if you didn't think that we weren't going to, you thought that we were not going to rub this in, you have no idea about America at all. And
Yeah.
living next door to America your whole life, I blame you for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we Americans haven't been on a high like this since we won being Pope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
yeah. Mike, are
It's
you
not-
a hockey fan from Minnesota? Did
I
you
dabble.
play?
No, I am. Yeah. But you guys mentioned Miracle. Great Miracle story. Bill Baker, assistant captain on the team, one of the guys there. Oral surgeon in my hometown. Took my wisdom teeth out.
No.
Now that's cool.
First he
That's
takes
awesome.
out the Soviets, then he takes out your wisdom teeth.
Exactly.
What a story.
The funny thing is about the Miracle on Ice is it was basically a bunch of guys from Boston and a bunch of guys from Minnesota, and they all came together. There was a lot of guys from Michigan on this hockey team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Hughes brothers were from. By the way, the Quinn Hughes sees ghost thing is one of the funniest things that I've seen online. Just look at that. Oh my goodness. Jack Hughes scoring the winner. He's the last number 1 draft pick that the U.S. has had on the NHL draft.
Mm-hmm.
This was the first really skilled, really good team. That first goal that the U.S. scored in that game was ridiculously skilled.
Yeah.
The kind of stuff that would have been the highlight of the tournament if Connor Hollabrook didn't stand on his head and if Jack Hughes didn't score that goal. It was an amazing game. And the reality of this situation is the U.S. team is going to be better in 2030. The U.S. team is going to be better in 2034.
Yeah.
And getting the gold medal, that rivalry, which wasn't really a rivalry because Canada always won, is going to be kind of ramped up a notch. And Mike, one question that I have, I don't know if you're old enough to do this, but were you a North Stars fan?
Yes.
Or are you just straight
I was in elementary school and they moved to Dallas. I still remember vividly
Okay.
people having signs that said Norm Green sucks on them and having those kind of all over.
Yeah.
The North Stars. What a reference right there.
What was our goalie's name? Connor Hollabrook.
Hollabrook.
Yeah.
Hollabrook. He will not have to buy another single beer in anywhere in the U.S. for the rest of his life. The way he played in that.
Too bad he plays for Winnipeg.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
I tell you what, there has to be some sort of a conversation with him and Jim Craig at the next Olympics,
That's a good point.
because the last time that there was a performance like that, it was Jim Craig.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point.
And that save he made with his stick, my goodness, that may that may have been the best save I've ever seen.
And then a few moments after that, the Canadians had a shot just wide open because it was on the far left hand side, and they just whiffed bad on that shot.
Yep.
They're like, oh, we can't make a shot, eh?
Yeah, it's just,
I enjoy when the last Canadian team to win the title in the NHL was the Canadians, like with Patrick Waugh in the early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
That was the last time that happened. And now they don't have
same year as the MLB strike, 94.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last time that a Canadian team has actually won the Stanley Cup. And now you have the Florida Panthers, which for those who don't know, that's the team outside of Miami that's won the last two.
And they're a dynasty. They're a freaking dynasty.
They're good.
The other
Before that, it was the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yeah, I was saying it was the Tampa Bay team. So Florida's
Florida teams
dominating.
are good.
It's not
Yeah.
Tampa Bay. It's Champa Bay.
It's Tampa Bay.
Champa
It is.
The other
That-
Canadian one, a lot of people don't realize, it's been since the 90s the last time a free agent who got a max contract signed with the Canadian team. None of the top players want to go there.
Yeah, it's amazing whenever the Canadian media asks the questions like, hey, why don't you win anything to Connor McDavid?
Yeah.
It's an interesting like case study on, I guess like fame and money and all that. Cause it's like, well, I could go live in Miami and half the population or more is going to have no clue who I am and we can be good, or I can go, live in Toronto.
Where I'm going to pay no income tax.
Yeah, I'm going to pay no income tax.
Yeah.
And I can go to dinner and not be, harassed.
Yeah.
They say the big one in Canada is you're paying way more in taxes and you make almost zero in advertising money up there. Apparently.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Oh, by the way, I saw one of the best hoodies I've ever seen in my life. It said, check around and find out.
Oh, that is a good
Oh,
one.
That's good. Yeah.
I want to find out. Oh my God.
I'm ordering one now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where do we get that one?
If you just search that, I'm pretty sure it will pop up on Google. But yes, check around and find out.
Oh my God, dude. That is unbelievable.
So, all right. So let's get back to SEC After Dark. We had gold medal after dark.
Yeah.
Gold medal / NHL /
Yeah. And congratulations to the women's team. They won the gold medal as well in hockey. Canada went 0 for 2 in gold medals in hockey. And the US went 2-0. So that's a pretty big deal as well.
Then both of them, didn't that game go into overtime as well?
Yes.
Yeah, it ended almost the same way.
Yeah.
Except
The
the
girls'
women's goal
game
was sick.
Yeah,
Goal
it was straight out of the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, it was.
Like, you wouldn't believe that they would try and pull something like that off in a game. I was like, whoa. It's like he's breaking out the triple deke. Oh,
Knuckle puck time.
It's the goalie. It's goalie.
Oh.
It's the goalie. Yeah.
But serious, anybody that's watching this, search online for Quinn Hughes sees ghost, and just it's hilarious. The guy just goes off into his own world and looks off to the side. He's like that 75-year-old grandma that can't ever look at the camera when it's a family picture time. That's what it's like.
Yeah.
I gotta look that up.
Yeah, I gotta look that up too.
Yeah.
All right. Shall we get back to SEC After Dark or
NASCAR After Dark?
Yeah, let's go NASCAR After Dark.
Hey, I'm all for it.
All right, take 15 seconds and think about it. Was that the longest cold open of all time?
14 minutes had to be close.
14 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably.
Oh God. Okay, so lots to talk about. Surprisingly, one of the SEC topics of conversation is the notion that Greg Sankey got bamboozled into scheduling 9 games, and they still have that 10-game P4 thing, and the Big Ten's like, ha, we're going to schedule cupcakes now, loser. They gave Greg Sankey a wedgie and pushed him into a locker.
That's all right.
Spineless.
Yeah. What? Like, come on.
I have an thought on this. I thought when the rumors started way back when, where they started talking about automatic qualifiers and all of that, I think the SEC and the Big Ten and everybody was all in agreement with that. Which honestly, if you think about me, yes, they should go to automatic qualifiers and remove the committee altogether. I'm fine with that if the conference decides the bids for each of their conference. Just give them a select number of bids, and that's how it goes. But when people got down to Destin and started leaking that, you had people like Lane Kiffin going, "Oh, why don't you just take rank 1 through 16 and play the game that way?" And then it's like, no, we should not have automatic qualifiers at all and all that. And then there was a popular upswell that kind of put Greg Sankey and the SEC between a rock and a hard place. So they started fighting for the 5+11 model. When the Big Ten is like, okay, if you want to do that, it's going to put you at a disadvantage. But then the SEC still did the 9th SEC game, which the other one would have made irrelevant, and all non-conference games irrelevant. The SEC still did that. So now they have a 5-11 model that is going to hurt themselves with a committee that has proven over the last 2 years they just count losses. And yes, I think Greg Sankey completely bamboozled himself.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like, oh God, he bungled that worse than he's ever bungled anything else. I mean, it's crazy. And now we're sitting here with 9 conference games for no particular reason at all, and everyone's laughing because now that just hurts the SEC.
Yeah,
because we're good.
I mean, uniformity might in itself be a good reason because you have all the P4 conferences doing it now.
Yeah. And devil's advocate here.
But are they doing it?
Playoff aside, I like it as a fan. You know, we get an extra conference game. Now, again, it might hurt certain teams when the committee's making the decision, and that'll be annoying, and everybody will be screaming about it on X, formerly known as Twitter. But
it's never
during the season. I mean, you tell me we can get an extra SEC game as opposed to, you know, Prairie View A&M in Texas A&M's case. Like, I'm on board with that.
As a fan, yeah, you want to see good games, but at the expense of playoff spots when you're going to be judged based on whether you know what you did in the playoffs, and all of a sudden the Big Ten has got all their teams and now they're chirping, and they didn't.
I don't care if they're chirping. Let them church. Greg Sankey did a stupid thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stupid thing. If they had the automatic qualifiers, the non-conference games wouldn't matter, and it wouldn't matter if they played 12 conference games because the best record's going to get the bids. And I hate to break it to everybody, 4 conference games, automatic qualifier, you're still probably going to get a spot or 2 in the at-large berth at the end. You're still going to get 6 teams in, and those 4 teams are going to be in from the very beginning anyway. So I don't know why everybody's chirping about the automatic qualifiers. Now you just set it up where the committee can retain what little bit of power and relevance that they had, and they can just count losses. And you have a 10-2 Vanderbilt that with losses at Texas and at Alabama not making it in because they deemed them not worthy. And I think that's a travesty.
Yeah, because
but what about a 3-loss Texas that beat that team? We have discussions around that too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, and I hope this is not the case, but I wonder if what we assume is going to play out does, meaning SEC teams take more losses and get left out. You get more teams that get left out. If the SEC would then be more in favor of the 2014 model that the Big Ten continues to push for. Like, is that the long-term play here by the Big Ten?
Yeah, if the Big Ten just plays their cards and keeps it going, the way that it's going to work is going to be in the Big Ten's favor, and they'll go to 24 teams. They'll start at 16, and then they'll go to 24.
Yeah, if it goes to 16, it's ultimately going to go to 24. I would agree.
Yes.
And they'll set it up also if it goes to 24, because this is the real reason they're doing it. At that point, it goes to open bidding for 10 of those games. So then all of a sudden Fox gets a seat at the playoff table.
Yeah.
Good point.
Which was their goal at the very beginning.
24 would be nuts.
Yeah. I would like 24 more than 16 because I think FCS does a really good job with their playoffs. It's one of the best things about that level. They are at 24, and I always believe that the best team should get buys in the first round.
Yeah. And doing away with the conference title game, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Everybody just needs to get ready for that. It's going to happen.
What's going to happen that week, and I will like it, is if we get to the 4-4 or like the 2.5 model, that third Big 12 versus third ACC team could be a really fun game that weekend for the last playoff spot.
Yeah.
Because it'll actually mean something. I think
Yeah.
with the expanded playoffs, the conference championships mean nothing now, essentially.
Ohio
And-
State,
Got the
Indiana
chance
was the
to
most
get
worthless
players.
football game in the world last year.
Yeah.
Meant nothing.
Yeah, think about Carson Beck got hurt in the SEC title game against Texas, and Notre Dame ended up beating Georgia. I mean, you play in that game, there is that risk.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
stinks, but it is what it is, you know. And I agree with you, Mike. Like if we're gonna do all this stuff, we might as well do it right and get rid of the conference title game and put these matchups that are actually there's stakes on the line instead of.
I mean, all of your automatic qualifiers would probably get into the 24-team model, and they just play it out. And there's no like the FCS doesn't do conference championships.
And I don't know if it would get this deep, but last year we had obviously the 2 G5 teams make it. Well, do we have a G5 conference versus conference playoff to get to the playoffs at that point? I don't know. I'm just speaking out loud here.
That would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now they might still have their conference title game, so I don't know, but yeah.
Sign me up for Washington State versus South Florida. That'd be fun. Something. Yeah, I mean, those games in a playoff atmosphere where it matters, where you don't have Tulane as a whipping boy and Boise State as a whipping boy against Penn State the year before. It's for real. It feels like it's something winnable. The lowest ranked team, if James Madison got into that field, they would have a legitimate chance to win that tournament. And
yeah, for sure.
Shouldn't that be the goal?
Yeah, I mean, you bring life to those schools. I mean, I don't see, and Mike, you and I went on about this, but I don't see why they wouldn't want that.
Yeah, 100%.
High schools celebrate when they win a 3A title.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I think I don't know if it was you or Boss Man Hammer, but I quizzed y'all about Texas schools and you know, is a state championship in 6A worth more than a championship in 2A? And the answer is no, it's not. It's a championship.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing because if a championship doesn't mean anything at lower levels, then why are we playing anything other than the Super Bowl?
Right.
Yeah, and I think there's in our society right now, I hate to be an old man yelling at clouds, but in our society right now, everything is wrapped around the single playoff. You know, everything in the NFL is about the Super Bowl. Everything in college football is about the singular playoff. But the reality is, to my knowledge, North Dakota State, whenever they were winning all those championships, they seemed to be pretty happy about it.
They did.
So why not do that at the G5 level and give them an opportunity to do it? Because right now they don't have it. It's not there.
No.
And it's not going to be any situation where Cody Campbell at Texas Tech has it set up to where everybody's going to pool the resources, and we do a little bit of communism where government takes over the means of production of college football media rights and distributes them as they see fit. It's not going to balance out that way. It doesn't work that way. So just go ahead, get a common sense fix for the top division, but also give the G5 schools the G5 division, and let's start promoting that. I mean, whoever gets the broadcast rights for that, whether it's CBS Sports Network or FS1 or whatever, that's going to be more must-watch TV than watching a ReliaQuest Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's something to where South Florida and Boise State playing in a Final Four for the G5, that's going to draw more eyeballs than a Citrus Bowl between Texas and Michigan. So, I think,
I think with G5 too, we don't do like with the CFP now. Just the first round is on campus. I think if you would do a G5 one, you probably go all the way through the semifinals at the high seat, because it would be wild at those campuses.
Yeah. I mean, FCS does it until they get to the finals, which this past season was in Nashville.
Yep.
And
imagine a playoff game at East Carolina or App State or Tulane or you name it, Washington State. I mean, that would be nuts.
Or the Fargo Dome, because they're now in FBS.
True.
Ooh.
Well, think about this also. You can set it up to where the playoffs, maybe in G5, you don't have a 24-team playoff. You have a 8-team playoff or something like that. And it's set up to where the championship game is played the week before in the same exact city. That city that they bid out for college football national titles, back-to-back weeks. You got the G5 and the next week is the big dog, and go with it. And
Yeah.
I think it'd be fantastic after all the campus games, you still get the travel. And my goodness, can you imagine like if the Memphis people were involved or the North Texas or UTSA or whoever's doing it? Can you imagine how many of their fans would show up at that event?
G5 national title at the Pop
Yes.
Bowl.
Yeah. Because of what it would mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
That's what they should do every year. You know, they always talk about the national title should be the Rose Bowl, which is absolute bunk.
Yes.
Absolute bunk. Yeah, the Pop-Tarts Bowl should be the G5 national championship every year.
That'd be
Now
awesome.
UCLA's not even playing their games at the Rose Bowl anymore because the stadium itself is trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. That's crazy.
Yeah. Pretty cool though. I think that the G5 should probably make Raymond James like their hub, maybe.
Yeah.
And just use the ReliaQuest. And the weather's always perfect. I mean, it was chilly this year when Vandy was down there, and it was like 58 degrees.
That was hot for Iowa.
Yeah.
I was like, what this summer weather is.
Yeah, they got warmed up finally.
Yeah.
They're getting ready for SEC Media Days. I can't wait for that. That's a day trip for me. And I have other things that I do in Tampa. So
Other things.
other things.
What are you
Grown
drinking?
up things.
What are you drinking?
Barks root beer.
I can't drink Bargs without tasting rum because we used to do these things called rum buckets
Yeah.
where we would mix Bargs root beer and spiced rum together in a big. This would send COVID people into a tizzy, but we would all like get straws and we'd all drink out of the same like giant bowl.
Oh,
the booze
what did we
kills
call it?
COVID.
We called it jungle juice.
Yeah, everyone had different names and it was different
Yeah.
concoctions, but ours was just straight up rum bucket with the Admiral. We'd use Admiral Nelson's.
Barks root beer's claim to fame is it's the root beer that is carbonated.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I can't drink root beer because of that. I have a hard time drinking straight up Sprite too because I used to do that with vodka.
My boy Corey used to have a shotgun method at the bar to where he just going around to everybody. I appreciate the confidence. When you're signing up to be a wingman for that, you're signing up for work.
It's a job.
Hey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I had some
Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corey Burton.
Corey Burton. Yeah.
Corey Burton. Yep.
Corey Burton probably. Yeah, I had a fave. Steve, you remember this is all y'all are gonna be like, what? This is the Jonathan Ogden story.
What?
What? Yeah, so we're at this the dueling piano bar in Nashville, which is no longer there.
What?
It's something else. What? It's now a Garth Brooks bar now. He bought that whole strip and it's all like one bar now. So we're there and there's this bachelorette party because Nashville's the bachelorette party capital of the world. And well, tried my method. It was working. It was working. And all of a sudden I go up to I say, hey, do you want to drink? Sure. Okay. And so I go to the bar. And the bar is probably like 5 feet from where I'm standing. So I just like slide up towards the bar and I order the drinks. And all of a sudden her friend had the best pass protection of all time. I called her Jonathan Ogden.
It's all about the feet, moving around.
Yeah, good feet. And the girl was trying to get back over to me. She just would not let her. And she was like, oh, we got to go. You
Yeah.
can't no guys on Bachelorette weekend. And I
Dang.
was apparently breaking that rule for her. So if you're out there, I apologize.
She had a good pass set.
She's
Yeah,
probably watching this show right now, one of the 70.
Yeah, could be.
She's
Going
definitely
back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Corey's
like,
trying to swim move.
Yeah.
it just gets stoned.
Hey, seriously, in a situation like that, you have to have two moves in mind every time. You cannot allow yourself to think it needs to be a reaction. If you are trying to think of a move in the middle of a play, the offense is going to win.
I hit the swim move, busted it to a spin move. She was there.
I learned that from Coach O, actually.
Huh?
I learned that from Coach O.
Yeah.
You've
also
got to
learn
have
how to
two
rip
moves in
your shirt
mind before the play.
You also learn how to rip your shirt off too.
Yeah.
Not rip, just take, because I don't make that kind of money. I mean, he was in love with his Hummer.
And his Red Bulls.
Yeah.
Steve had his own chapter in Meat Market. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
It's called
But it was
Video-
pretty cool. I did get to meet and hang out with Bruce Feldman whenever he was around for that
It's
year.
called
Yeah.
Video.
Oh
Court.
wow.
Was he around a lot, Steve, doing the prep for
More
that
more than you would expect.
book? Okay.
Yeah, it was fairly intensive, especially if anybody's read that book. There was a whole thing about
I
Joe
have.
McKnight.
Yeah.
And so there was a lot of going back and forth because of that recruitment. And legitimately thought he was getting him.
Yeah.
He thought he was coming, and when he went to USC, it was kind of nuts. So it was going back and forth. But yeah, Bruce was around the office a good bit.
So yeah, there you go.
So how about Joey Aguilar? Out.
He's axed.
He listen. Okay, I know everybody wants to hear this soapbox some more. He was applying to ignore 4 years of junior college, not two. That's a 2-year school. He was applying to eliminate 4 years of junior college.
That's insane.
It shouldn't even have been a consideration that was going to happen. The fact that it took a week and a half to decide that,
Yeah.
that was weird. That wasn't like the Trinidad situation. The Betty Occo case was not like the Trinidad situation.
Mm-hmm.
And now you got like the USA Today poking out that said, hey, with the Trinidad Chambliss ruling, that's going to lead to the SEC breaking away from the NCAA. And it's like, what?
No.
It's like, how did you make that leap whenever 6th-year seniors, medical hardship people have existed for 50 years in the NCAA, but this is different. The media agendas that go out now, there is no such thing as unbiased journalism. There's none. You just have to figure out where the bias is coming from. That's the difference now.
Yeah, I mean, we did not need to see an 8th year of Joey Aguilar in college football. It would have been his 8th season.
Yeah.
We're getting an 8th year of TJ Finley though, or something like that.
I mean, he's at a lower level.
Yeah. But still.
When the NCAA denied Trinidad Chambliss for the last time, Trinidad was about to take the stand. Also, right before that, a kid from Montana got his 9th year of eligibility.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
That's insane too. Like
one of the Oregon guys last year was on his 9th year. Yeah.
Trinidad or not Trinidad.
Sign up for Indeed at this point and go get a damn job.
Yeah, Indeed.com. Indeed sponsor jobs.
In the time we've been talking about it, 27 people have been hired by companies just like you. Oh,
yeah.
According to Indeed data worldwide.
Yeah.
We haven't read that all week.
Yeah, seriously.
So, there's a few of these scripts, Steve, I can almost remember, but TJ Finley is, I think next year he's going to go to D2. He's going to play for Valdosta State. And then he's going to go to D3 and he's going to play for.
He won't go to D3. He will not go to D3 because there's no NIL.
It doesn't matter.
The guy's got a family to support. He's a father of 3 now.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to go to D3 just because, and then he's going to go in NAIA just to say he played in all all the leagues.
I think he's on the Ryan Fitzpatrick thing, but he only goes as far as the NIL dollars go.
That's true. So somebody at like Reinhardt College will pay him some NIL money, or like Rhodes, or Maryville. Yeah, Maryville College. Yeah.
Good
He
God.
can go to Fair State.
That's D2, but yeah, he probably could.
Yeah, he could take Trinidad's spot.
Yeah, I know all these D3 schools from my coaching days. That's the only schools that would come visit us where I was.
Like Carson Newman.
Carson Newman's D2.
Oh, they moved up? Okay.
They're D2. I had a kid. I sent a kid to Carson Newman.
Oh, cool.
Play linebacker. Yeah. Sent two actually. Yeah. And sent one to Tusculum, who's also D2.
I think Tusculum is where Pete Golding got his start coaching.
Yeah.
He started out as the defensive coordinator for Tusculum.
Oh, wow.
I have no idea where Tusculum is. I think it's in East Tennessee somewhere.
Where's Swanee at, Corey?
Swanee is on Monty.
It's on I-24. It's basically right before you hit the mountains. That's the first peak that you hit.
Yeah, it's about halfway between Chattanooga and Nashville on I-24.
Okay, between Chattanooga and okay.
Yeah. It's the first time you climb a mountain on I-24.
Yeah. If you're going south, it's also the last time you come down from one if you're going to Nashville.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it sucks in the wintertime. Like it'll snow up there, but it won't be snowing anywhere else.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an awesome campus.
Yeah. And man, Ole Miss, they're having their 4 ranked games in a week that they had for Coach Yo women's basketball today. They have no legs. They're completely tired. They lost the game tonight because of that.
You have no legs.
Yeah. It's like, hey, it's slowly work back up because they're going to end up being like an 8 seed in the NCAA tournament because of that winter storm making Ole Miss play 4 games in 1 week.
Oh, good gosh.
But you got Stephen A. Smith down there, so
Yeah.
I think he's going to be the guest picker whenever game day comes to town for LSU.
I think Ole Miss is going to get a 4
wow.
seed just because Coach Yo struck out Lane Kiffin.
Oh my gosh, I love that gift. That's my favorite thing in the world to share. My favorite thing. It's like, you want to be a Twitter troll? Okay, do it. We're going to put on there all over the place that you struck out in slow pitch softball.
How does that
And we have video evidence of that happening. And the head of the Grove Collective, Walker Jones, he's on there. And at that point, Lane was still the goose that laid the golden egg. So, but he was trying so hard not to just die laughing because of what it was, but he couldn't help it. He was going to do it. It was him trying to fight back laughter is hilarious.
I would have just laughed. Like Marshawn Lynch when he was when he was on Club Shay Shay, he told the story about how he goes, I hit Pete Carroll with the biggest ha ha in his face after they threw that pick.
Oh man.
At the 1 yard line, you don't give it to Marshawn. Give it to him 3 times in a row, and if you lose, you lose. But at least you lost giving it to your best option.
Yeah, that was a strange call in a Super Bowl.
What was crazy is like there was like a documentary about that from the Patriots side, and Bill Belichick was like, "Yeah, I saw them over there. They look confused, and I thought about calling a timeout, but then I was like, well, they look confused, and I'm not going to let them off the hook." And they ended up running that play and throwing the pick. He's like, I'm not going to. If they want to take one, fine, but I'm not going to call one.
One thing the NFL does is they're the absolute dominant force of overthinking things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like somebody's going to draft Drew Aller in the top 5 this year.
Oh, here we go with Drew Aller.
man,
Yeah,
It's going to be the Jets.
Yeah, and he is going to get a general manager fired. It's going to happen, and just because everybody's going to look at the combines like, man, he's 6'6" and he's 230 pounds, and he looks like Josh Allen out there, and And look at the way he throws the ball. It's just a rifle, rocket, laser arm, and he's got all of the tools. And then he's like, we can make him into something that he absolutely wasn't at Penn State. And they will absolutely convince themselves of that. And just like so many quarterbacks before, he'll be playing in the UFL in 3 years.
If I closed my eyes, I would have thought you were talking about Will Levis.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Because he got a GM fired.
Yeah. Quarterbacks do that. Anthony Richardson, I think, got one fired.
No, he's still they didn't fire
He's
him.
still there? He hadn't
Still there.
Okay.
Chris Ballard, yeah, he's still there.
Yeah.
Oh.
They just won't fire him. The Irsay family just will not fire him. But Anthony Richardson requested a trade today. He's seeking a trade.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I did see
Yeah,
that.
hey, man, I didn't even know that. And I brought the name up.
Yeah, I
Look at
saw
that.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
and then
Daniel Jones, resurrected his career there at the Colts. So,
Yeah. Do you know where Anthony Richardson needs to go? I mean, honestly, I'm not even making a joke. Calgary Stampeders. He can play up there for 12 years and make decent money. He fits the scheme and everything. Although I think they're about to go to a 100-yard field.
Oh wow!
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
Yeah. I think Canada's about to go to the same field dimensions as the U.S. game, and
on
that
all
means they may be about to expand again into the U.S. states, because the only reason you do that is to kind of fit the stadiums that are built south of the border.
Yeah.
So.
That's a
So
good point.
you think we got another merger coming up here with the UFL and the CFL?
Maybe honestly, the UFL needs to get up to 8 teams, but if that happens, you can get to 16.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. You know, you have a Canadian and a U.S. champion, and they play for the grand championship. Yeah, for sure, that'd be cool. But
The kind of
UFL,
okay bowl.
yeah,
Yeah.
the
I guess I'll watch bowl.
it's July Bowl.
It's not a Super Bowl. It's kind of the Pop-Tarts Bowl of professional football.
It's it's just training camp season right now, so we'll watch this game. Bowl.
We can still call it the Grey Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so I heard the UFL is going to has got some rule changes going in. You can't, if you cross the 50, you can't punt.
Yeah.
They've eliminated the tush push, which just don't eliminate quarterback sneaks, or just make it to where you can't help the ball carrier anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Just do that to where it's only been in the last 5 or 10 years that you could push the ball carrier.
Yeah.
Just eliminate that.
The refs won't call it, but I think it's still against the rules. They just won't call it.
Yeah. It's kind of like the uniform rules in college football. It's like, okay, everybody's wearing shorts now because nobody's enforcing uniform rules. And it's like, okay, we'll just do socks and all that like the NFL. And I was like, geez, come on.
Yeah. Why the overcorrection?
Yeah. It's like, why?
Just say, hey, your pants have to attempt to touch your knees.
Yeah.
Like, because in Tennessee for high school, those refs, good Lord, they have a hard on for making sure your knees are covered. They will stop a game and they'll go, Coach, I saw a fraction of his knee. He's got to come out. If I see it again, it's personal foul.
You know what would cause them to not wear short and have plenty of kneecap coverage is if they brought back cut blocking.
Getting hit in the knee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Cut blocking.
You would not have a problem with short uniforms if like Paul Johnson cut blocking was a thing.
Oh yeah.
You got a big 300-pound lineman running through your leg.
Just bear crawling you.
Yeah, you're not gonna. You catch a face mask to the kneecap. It ain't fun, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't fun. It's not fun even when you have a pad there.
Yeah.
But these little bitty sorry excuses for knee pads. I mean, seriously, it's like as big as this cap here.
Yeah, it's
That's
ridiculous. Yeah.
Like it's
the ones that I had was like that.
Yeah, it was a square and a circle together.
Yeah. Well,
And they were huge. And they were like, you take a knee and you couldn't, like, it was unstable. It was the pad was so thick.
Oof.
Steve, did you have the I didn't have the belt loop ones, but did you have the belt loop hip pads? You ran your belt loop?
Yes. In junior high. I did
Yeah, I had
not
those in
have
junior
those
high.
in high school. By the time I got to high school, we had girdles.
Yeah, I had the girdle. I always bought the girdle with the thigh pads
yeah.
because like the other girdle would just ride up and it was so uncomfortable.
Yeah. The junior high days with the belt looped thigh pads that kind of stuck out was those old Rydells.
Mm-hmm.
Back whenever that was getting done, and it was kind of like one step above getting one of the Hutch uniforms out of the Sears catalog.
Yeah. There was a couple of my teammates that still rock those. They were linemen.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't want them to move, that's a good way to keep them stationary.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Good point.
But our he was my freshman year, our senior starting right guard. He was probably 340 pounds. He was monster. And he was just like,
Did he ask Miss Davis to the prom?
he probably would have.
Is that player I run down the field and play lost?
Or like I'm lost, is it? Yeah. No, he had two things about him. He had a shirt. It was a 6X t-shirt. And it said, "I beat anorexia." And then he had this shirt that I don't think he washed it a single day he was there. He found like 2 empty lockers and just hung it up between the 2 empty lockers to air it out. It was the smelliest thing I've ever seen in my life. He never washed it. It was like he cut the sides completely out, so it was just like 2 flaps of a t-shirt.
Like the Mike Tyson walkout.
Yes.
Thing.
It was like a t-shirt poncho type thing.
Yep.
And the neck was stretched out so badly too. He cut the neck too, just a little bit. He put a slit in the neck.
And we also had the half shirts.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
they were
yeah.
Under
called
the shoulder pads.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a picture of me in one of those in my scrapbook.
It was great. And that was also the time that it was like, you can go get water if you're a pussy. And I was, what?
Yeah, we weren't quite that bad, but we were. Yeah.
What does he say in Remember the Titans? Water for cleaning blood off my jersey.
Yeah.
You don't get blood on my jersey.
Yeah.
Water. We're gonna do up downs until blue is no longer thirsty.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is pain? French bread.
That's a great movie.
I know. I need to rewatch that one. That's a
I need
classic.
to. Yeah.
Yeah, we had the Steve. I don't know, or any of y'all. I don't know if y'all had this, but we had the PVC pipe that one of a few of the dads just kind of
They had the holes drilled in it.
yeah
Same thing we had. Yeah.
and it was just the holes were just kind of it was real janky looking.
They wasted about 75 gallons of water by having that run the whole practice.
Yeah.
Yep, you walk over there. Yeah, it was like in the kudzu.
It's like the Everglades over there.
Yeah.
He's like sloshing around.
I will say this. I practiced at a time where 3 days were a thing.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And
Jake's
you
like,
prayed for rainstorms because 100 days also existed.
Yeah, but you prayed for rainstorms that would last the entire practice.
Yeah.
'Cause if that thing rained for like 10 minutes and stopped, you were in for some hell.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't breathe.
Mm-hmm.
At least in Georgia. Probably in Mississippi too. But
Yeah. Alabama.
Yeah, there's just steam coming off the field after the rainstorm.
Yeah.
brutal.
It's fantastic. But also, like I said, it makes no sense. And we bitch about it all the time. It's still some of the most fun I ever had.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it's weird.
Training camp was miserable, except for it was fun. It was extreme because you're there with all your buddies. You're just talking shit when you had the energy to. We'd all go over to somebody's house and just we couldn't even muster up the energy to swim. We just kind of existed in the pool just to cool off. And then we'd go inside, eat lunch, and play a few rounds of GoldenEye, and then go to our second practice.
Mm-hmm.
And then
GoldenEye.
Mm-hmm.
We'd play Mario Kart 64.
One of the greatest first person shooter game of all time.
Yeah, GoldenEye was great.
We had a rule: you couldn't be odd job with the golden gun. Like,
because the one bullet would kill you.
Yeah, and you couldn't ever shoot him.
Yeah,
you were short, and you would crouch. He was untouchable.
Yeah, I think the Super Nintendo was still a thing whenever I graduated high school.
Sounds like
Horse
Super
and
Mario
buggy
Bros.
was still a
1.
thing when you graduated high school. That's how you got to practice. Horse and buggy.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I still remember how disappointed I was whenever I got Super Mario 2.
Super Mario 2 was the lamest one.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
It was weird. Like, what? Like, I was like, what is going on?
This worked. Don't change, don't reinvent the wheel. And then they fixed everything and course corrected with Super Mario 3, which is probably the best video game.
It's a good game.
Ever.
Yeah.
Love that game.
Yeah.
Mario 3 was unbelievable. And then Super Mario World also.
Yeah.
Right after that. The first Mario for Super Nintendo was outstanding.
I don't remember the world.
It was the one that came out when Super NES came out.
Rick.
Oh man.
And Billie Jean. Billie Jean is not my love.
I'm not sure. I don't think he was alive when Jake did.
He died in what, in early 2000s? I was alive.
9 or 10. Yeah.
When Jake was in high school, they weren't allowed to do Oklahoma.
Oh my goodness.
Oh god, yeah, I remember doing those.
Jake, what position did you play?
The two games I played in, I played right guard and defensive tackle, nose guard type deal.
Solid.
Yeah.
We used to do the bull in the ring.
Oh yeah,
we've done that.
Just sit one guy in the middle.
Yeah,
and just smear him.
Definitely illegal now.
That's a terrible drill.
I remember the year I played, we were decimated on the offensive line. Like, we had several of our big linemen hurt, and then the second and third guys were hurt at I think left guard. We had to put in a 140-pound guy to play left guard, and it was not pretty.
Oh god,
it was not pretty at all. We come from a small 2A school, so our biggest offensive lineman was like 230.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah.
We were really good in high school. I think we lost 3 or 4 games in my high school career.
Oh gosh.
And we curb stomped just about everybody. But we also have the benefit of saying that we never won state.
Dang.
We always got beat in the playoffs. Even though we'd be number 1 in the state, we always got beat in the playoffs.
Mm.
Did you go high school around Hattiesburg, Steve? Where were you?
Halfway between Jackson and Hattiesburg.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember the playoffs my sophomore year. I actually made like a 37-yard field goal in that game as a sophomore. And I was like, wow, this is awesome. I'm sure I'm going to get to do this so much more because of how good I am. And I think I kicked 5 field goals in 3 years because you couldn't stop the offense. I didn't have to. My extra points, I kicked 80 of them a season. Mm-hmm. But when it came to field goals, I did make one in Memorial Stadium in Jackson, where they have the college uprights.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I did make a field goal in the stadium in the state championship game. No, that was the Mendenhall game. So that was pretty cool. And my only touchback that I had in high school football was on the opening kickoff of the state championship game my senior year. So that was
man.
Oh, that's got to be a good feeling. You just drive into one and
I absolutely obliterated, hit it perfectly.
I had one kickoff return in high school in a freshman game. That was fun. I I was the deep man. Somehow. I don't know why.
I was 0 for 1 with 1 interception in JV.
Nice.
No, there you go.
For some reason, I was the middle of the wedge on the kick return, and I would just get absolutely
Those aren't
obliterated.
legal now.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so
Every single-
Amber, I feel your pain because like my sophomore year and on, I became the fullback in the deep wedge too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was with
it was the worst position on the field.
I hate it.
You turn around, everybody joins you, and all of a sudden, it's like a medieval battle.
Yeah, I would just pray that they would take it, take it to one side or the other, so that the guys divert. Because if they're coming right at me, I'm about to get leveled.
Yeah.
By the way, I saw one of the funniest tweets ever this morning.
No, you didn't.
Apparently, South Carolina lost last night to Queens College.
I don't want to talk about this.
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah.
But they've also lost to the Norse and like the Vikings. And somebody
Dang.
posted they're just losing to the History Channel at this point. After the Queens College game, there was an impromptu protest outside of the baseball building.
There was,
And
yes.
there was like 20 people saying fire Pulmonary. And I was like, there are dozens of us. Dozens.
What's going on, Mike? How come they're struggling so far this year?
Shane
I
Beaver
just-
lost control of the program.
I don't. They're just not any good. At the time, I liked the Maneri hire. I thought, veteran guy who'd been there could get it done. I think he's just so far removed from being successful and hasn't been able to adapt to the modern game right now. And they're so bad. I mean, the opening weekend, the Northern Kentucky is the Norse. They lost one of those 3. Then last week was their salute to service weekend where they played Army, Navy, Air Force in Columbia. They lost to Army and then barely beat Air Force. Lost to Queens yesterday. And this weekend is the rivalry. Clemson comes to town and they're ranked number 15. So it could be a rough weekend.
Mm.
Oh no.
Yeah, Clemson's good.
and everybody
Clemson's
knows-
coach is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's hard for Navy to field a baseball team because traditionally it's kind of hard to find land at sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they're really I was talking about this with my advisor last weekend of all people, because he's a big Gamecock guy, obviously works there. The last year and a half, they have been terrible at men's sports. Basketball's awful. Baseball's been terrible. Football had a downfall. They are not doing well right now.
Hey, you still got women's college basketball though.
Don's dynasty is
Yeah.
what keeps me alive some days. Yes.
Hey, I will say that SEC and softball, they're looking pretty strong. There's a lot of good teams in that this year.
Yeah, Vanderbilt is undefeated.
Alabama's
And
undefeated.
women's at the same time.
Yeah.
They don't have a team.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, by the way, if the U.S. wins the World Baseball Classic, which they have Paul Skeens and Tarek Skubal, I mean, they're going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
If they win that, they will have the world championships in all 4 major sports.
Let's go.
Okay, let's do it.
Feel like Japan, Otani, Yamamoto, they could be pretty salty in that one too.
Oh yeah.
Otani's not going to pitch.
Oh, he's not? Okay.
You're still a good hitter
They had
though.
like
I
4
saw
of them.
Scooball's only going to pitch in the group stage and then not after that.
Yes, and Skeens is going to pitch twice.
Okay.
And then, after Skeens is like other Cy Young Award winners. There's still other guys, but you don't even know the names because Skubal and Skeens are on the team.
Yeah. Matt, I know it's just spring training, but Matt Olson took Skeens deep the other day. Today's game.
Yeah, I think he took somebody for the Tigers deep too.
Yeah,
He's doing all right.
I hope so. Braves need something this year.
Hey, I'm going to see the Tigers play the Braves on Monday, and
That's
that's
right.
going to be Framber Valdez's first start as a Detroit
Okay.
Tiger. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Lifelong Tigers fan.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I got one of the new blue jerseys. Oh, just a second before we get out of here, I'll go get it. Show it.
Okay.
Go for it. Run along. Yeah.
Better wear it to the spring training game.
Yeah, football
Yeah.
stories are great. Hammer, what position did you play regularly? Not on special teams.
Oh, outside linebacker.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to a small school too, and so we didn't.
Oh, I like that, Steve. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
sharp.
that is nice. That's clean.
That's filthy, dude. I love it.
Yeah, it is.
Outside linebacker. So I was kicking you out on a regular basis.
Hammer, did you guys go
Yeah.
to high school in Virginia or Texas?
Virginia.
Okay.
Which high
Yeah.
school?
It's called Covenant. It's a small Christian school.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
Yeah,
Corey.
we
2
were not
minutes.
good.
2 minutes. Yeah. Fayette County High School in Georgia was not good either. I bookended though two my freshman and sophomore seasons. We were 6-4, and then it was rough in the middle. So 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes left in the show. Yeah, we are SEC After Dark. Thank you for watching. Thank you for making us part of your Thursday evening. Hope you had fun with us. And we were mostly off the rails. I don't think we talked hoops at all. We talked a little baseball.
Well, we said maybe. So
yeah,
Maybe.
we did talk eligibility. We talked 9-game schedule. Yeah.
we talked a little bit of it.
We just didn't talk about the maybes.
We didn't do the maybes because we decided to share high school football stories.
Because it's maybe.
This is
Yeah.
maybe, right?
Maybe. And baseball, maybe baseball. I showed my Tigers jersey and I talked about
Yeah.
Coach Yo, and Don Staley got mentioned as well. So we talked about all of it.
Yeah, you're right. So there we go.
And NHL. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we talked college baseball at the expense of Mike over there. Poor Mike.
That's fair. That's okay. I deserve it. Yeah.
Speaking of Mike, he is off season After Dark, absolutely crushing it. Just had a fresh show with Vinny Hardy of Believe in Kentucky, one of the OGs, one of the greatest of all time as far as Kentucky media coverage.
Yeah, he
A
was
lot,
awesome.
Benny. Mhm.
Hoping to get another CUSA team in next week. So trying to make the rounds there, get some G5.
Vinny's a good dude. If you ever want to
Yeah.
talk Kentucky basketball, though, you need to go to your boy Lance Daw. He's
Oh,
probably
yeah.
he's well versed in Kentucky basketball. I don't know how, because Vinny had Tony Delk with him, so I don't know how well versed Vinny actually was, but Tony Delk was there to kind of cover the basketball aspect of it. But that is Mike Huseman, off season After Dark, regular contributor on Locked On Vandy. We just did an episode about Jalen Davies committing from Oklahoma State by way of UCLA. He's also looking for the Trinidad waiver, the 6-year injury waiver. So hopefully he'll get it. I think he will.
I think you will. Yeah.
Then you got Stephen Willis, the most watched Ole Miss podcast out there by 612 million.
It's a bunch. It's probably close to 3 at this point. Seriously.
Mhm.
Be sure to watch tomorrow's show of his, because the comments are you don't even have to watch the show. Just click on it, look at the comments, and then
watch the live
play the game.
Now,
Yeah.
I will say that I don't attack LSU fans in that one, and
I think you have to.
Now maybe you could see something from Big 12 guys, because I kind of go after the ACC and the Big 12.
Oh,
They
okay.
have fans.
Dozens of them.
Yeah.
Dozens. Yeah.
Dozens,
Dozens.
dozens, and dozens and dozens. They're going to come out by the tens, right? You got Hammer, which is one half of Biscuits in SEC. They are absolutely crushing it. Make sure you check them out. Jake Thomas, your double shot of Alabama, and our
He's a
resident.
never nude.
Wears his jorts everywhere.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, boy.
I don't know why I'm on an Arrested Development kick, but I am.
Mhm.
Hey,
Such a
we're
good
here
show.
for it. We're here for it. But Jake is our resident storm chaser as well. He's going to
I don't know about that, but
look out for tornadoes after dark. The name's a working title. That's a little scary, but be on the lookout for meteorology with Jake. So,
Yeah, right.
Jeb,
Seriously.
hopefully he recovers well from his procedure. Boss
Yep.
man, just take a break,
I know.
kick
Yeah.
back, come
and
come
and
on
join
the-
us.
and join us.
Blame Canada.
It's all
Yeah.
He's still hungover from all the celebrating. He went hard in the paint.
He did.
That's right.
Gotta give him some slack. So And I'm Corey Burton, Locked On Vandy. Thank you for joining us. We are SEC After Dark. We'll be back and better than ever next week. And until next time, go Dogs, anchor down.
Hotty toddy.
Spurs up.
Roll Tide, go USA.
Gig 'em.
USA in stream.